Hey guys, welcome back for a big technical analysis using Ichimoku Cloud. Today I'm going to do 5 tokens, 5 cryptos. So Block, we have one, we have HBAR, Solana and Litecoin. So I'm going to start right away and bear with me because it's kind of, I think it's useful, especially if you want to understand how to do a technical analysis. Ichimoku is perfect for that, so let's go. I'm looking at Block. So the first things I'm going to do is to move back to a daily time frame, and I want to show you something here. You can see we don't have much information here. We have the forming lagging. That's normal because the lagging anyway is our current price here 26 period behind, so no problem. But as for our cloud, you can see we have nothing. We just have the SSA of the cloud here, that's the green line, but we still don't have the SSB because the SSB, the maths to do it are way larger than the SSA, let's say. So of course we don't see it yet. It's going to appear later on. So we don't have much information for this token because of those missing elements. Now, what do we see here? At least on a daily, we are now touching back into our Tenkan. And once we do that, we have an opportunity to go all the way up to our Kijun before anything happens. When I mean before anything happens, I mean once we get into the Kijun, we always have a reaction. And the reaction can be either way a pullback or a run. So a breakthrough on this case because it's above, and then pushing even higher and higher up to an ATH or above the ATH. So that's our ATH 017, which was on the 31st of October, so not a long time ago. Yeah. So that's the only information we get there from our Tenkan and Kijun on a daily. But if we look at our lagging, we know that we have an upcoming uptrend here because of those candles that are going to push our price higher, at least from our lagging. And so what you do, you use this date range and you go here, you can see about when, so it's about 11 days. So we are about 24, so end of November, we can expect to have an uptrend, okay, not going bearish. So that's one interesting thing to see with the daily. I'm going to look at the 4 hours time frame now because we got our cloud now. We have everything. So looking at it, you can clearly see that we broke above on the 12th. So yesterday, we broke above this Tenkan and Kijun. So we are above now. So we can expect to go and test again the Kijun when it's like this. And that's normally happening 2 or 3 times before we have a proper run. And we stuck under our cloud at the moment. You see the cloud, the SSA is quite flat. However, the cloud is large. So when a cloud is large, we have an easier way to get in. Okay, if it was very tight like it is here, let's say around here, bon, it's a twist, so that's another topic. But when we have a twist, we can cross above very easily. But let's say if it's very tight inside, it's harder to get in because we got double resistance from the SSA and the SSB, so of course harder to get in. But if we were going to get inside here, we could go easily, at least until tomorrow 7 p.m. for New York time. We could go all the way up here. Up our SSB, so it's about 0.1192. So you need to watch out for this because at the moment we are ranging. You can see it's flat here, so we are above this Kijun. Now we want to see if we are going to go back inside it. It's well possible before we break inside the cloud. So we look at both sides. If we break inside here, once we get inside here, we have an opportunity to push again up, so we can take a long position. But if we break, we wait and we see that finally we get inside the cloud, we have a candle closing inside, then we know we can take a long position all the way up here. Okay, so some people will say, oh, maybe I should take my long position right away. But no, because you still don't know. Maybe once we get there, we might go on a pullback down our Kijun. So you wait to touch the Kijun or to get inside the cloud. That's what you can do with the Block. There is not much else to say, except if you look at the lagging, we do have some escape here. We could push up because of those doji candles. It's not even doji candle, but they're very, very tight. So it's easier for our lagging to break inside. But then we have our Kijun here, Tenkan, sorry, and the Kijun here to break. So it creates some resistance as well. So it's not an easy place to get in, but we have an opportunity because of those candles here. So it's possible that within 16 hours, we got a break inside, and if we do break above this Kijun here, you can see we will be inside the cloud. We see what happened. You need to watch out a signal, and the signal will be getting inside the cloud or touching again our Kijun here. Okay, that's it for block. I'm going to move on to one. Okay, so one, I'm looking at the daily now, and you can see since we went above our 100%, we still back into it and testing it, you see, and finally now we are under it. So it seems like we are going to go, it went already down the 0.78, the 78%, but it's possible to get there again. We still have some time before we get into the cloud. So the cloud here, to get inside, it's not too hard because it's large, okay, and this SSA, it's not horizontal, it's vertical, so getting inside will be possible. However, it creates some resistance though, so we can also expect to not get inside and push above, so that's a good thing. And if you look at your lagging here, you can see those candles here are quite large, except this one, this doji candle. So we should get pushed up, okay? We should not cross inside it. So you can expect, because of this cloud and because of those candles, to push above within 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days to push above. So next week, we should see a run and break above this 100%. That's what we can see, at least from both of them here. Now, if we look at the Tenkan and the Kijun, but we are under it. So before we can expect to break up, we need to go touch again our Tenkan and break above it. So we can go all the way up our Kijun and maybe, yes, push into a proper run. So it's not yet happening, so we need to watch out for this. There is no, it's not a good idea at the moment to enter any trade, short or long. You really need to get to a level, to a signal somewhere, so get into our Tenkan or get down this 78% of the FIB before you enter anything. So that's what I would say at the moment, don't enter it. On a 4 hours time frame, you see we have margin. It's quite large on the top here. We can still go up with our lagging, no problem. We have space to go. For our current candle, but you see we are playing in between the Tenkan and the Kijun. So it's not a bad thing, because if you touch the Kijun here, you see that we are not breaking above, but then you can expect a pullback down, at least all the way down to our Tenkan. So you can enter a short position. For someone trading on a 4 hours time frame, there is a lot of opportunities going on here. And we have this twist going on around tomorrow 11 p.m. So this twist could take us above. That could be exactly when we get above the cloud, because the twist always gives us an opportunity to cross inside, to cross above our cloud or under it if we are above before that. But you need to be close to it. You need the candle to be quite close from the twist to get inside it, to be sucked into it. So watch out about this one. That's all we can see at the moment. I'm going to look at H bar. So if I look at H bar on a daily, you can see we have we broke above some resistance. This one here, the 0.4354, and that's one as well. I'm looking here. I'm looking at the Tenkan here to see this resistance. So now we could expect to go to the next resistance, but we don't have much information here on what can stop us before that. So I'm going to look at the weekly quickly, and yes, you can see now we are on the Tenkan, and so going on the Tenkan could give us an impulsion to go touch our trend line here, because we got a trend line. It's about here, the trend line. So if it was happening today, it's 0.6345. Tomorrow it's even higher, 0.65. The day after, 0.67, 68, etc., etc. So we still have an opportunity to go touch all the way here, but also we could maybe go back down into our Kijun. So you need to watch out. This one is pretty interesting token to look at. If we look at the lagging, we have some support from this candle here, but then after we have a big hole, so it could also drag us down. So you have to really watch out for this Kijun here. If you see something going on, if we're going back to the Kijun, then it's possible that we're going to go down to the to our Tenkan. So yeah, be careful about that. I'm going to look at the 4 hours time frame now and see what's going on. So we got some support from those candles, a big bit of hole here. So I'm looking at the lagging, what the lagging can do. Thanks to our candle, but it should stay above, but we still can go back into the candle. Doesn't mean we are going to stay away, but we have some support here, so that's a good sign. However, yeah, you see we were above the Tenkan and now crossing clearly with the body of our candle in the Tenkan, so it's well possible we're going to go all the way down to our Kijun before we get another run. It could be a pullback at the moment, so yeah, watch out. because that's well possible. If you see this candle closing, the 4 hours candle closing under our on our Tenkan, and then the next candle is under the Tenkan already when it starts, then you can expect to go all the way down to the Kijun. So you take a short position and take profit here. Okay, yeah, we have 4, 8, 12 hours, and it's what, 6:53. So yeah, it's 11 hours. Within 11 hours it can happen, so you watch out, because that's well possible. So that's it for H bar, and there is not much else to say. As for the cloud, let me to check something. We got support. Yeah, no, the cloud is quite far, so nothing to say here. Okay, I'm going to look at Solana. So Solana on the daily, you can see we went under our Tenkan, so now we expect to go touch our Kijun before we get a run. So you should already have entered a short position once you got here to this candle here, and go take your profit here at the Kijun. So that's one thing. You see our lagging also can go well down before we get any support from our candle. The support today is down here, so of course that will be a big dip, but it's not happening yet. We got support then tomorrow here from this candle, the one after this. So we're getting back into a proper support, because we're getting closer to our lagging. But at the moment we got a big hole, so you have to be careful. And yes, we went under it, so you expect to go down the Tenkan. That's something that happens very often. As for our cloud, yeah, you see the SSB start to point up. That's a good thing. That could really give some good support later on for our candle. So that's good. On a 4 hours time frame, yeah, we are flying inside this cloud. The lagging is going to get a bit of trouble here through the SSA. So to get inside the cloud, it's going to block us a bit, but not so much. It's not flat. Where we are getting here, it's almost vertical, so not too much support, but it does act like some support. So we need to remember that. And here for our candle, you can see clearly we went down the SSB, and then the SSB kept us inside, and we back into. So we could escape here, because that's not flat anymore. But yeah, that's something we need to look at. If we escape or not, anyway, as long as we stay around the same price, if we are ranging, we should get into this twist here. The twist should drag us up, because we will be close to it. So that at some point we get up. So you see 15th of November around 11 a.m. on the New York time. So yeah, that's what we see at the moment. But remember, once you are inside the cloud, you can really go all the way up or down. So big possibilities to go all the way up the SSA at some point. Of course, after we broke those Tenkan and Kijun. Once you broke them, we have a free way to go. It's going to create some resistance as usual, even if we are inside the cloud, but not as much as if we were outside the cloud. If you are outside the cloud, those Tenkan and Kijun are actually more resistant than inside the cloud. So remember that. It's always interesting to know. Now I will look at Litecoin. So I'm on the weekly and I'm looking at Litecoin, and you can see that today our candle break inside the cloud here, and that's an SSB, so it's hard to break when it's very flat and so long, and also the cloud is not very large, it's quite tight. So we break inside it. It's a good sign of keeping an uptrend. That's interesting, because now we should get stuck inside this cloud for a while. Or we break above today, but you see the candle is not done yet. The week is not over. We'll see at the end of, we will see on Sunday night. But so let's go on a daily. You can see, yeah, we can expect to fly in between those Kijun and Tenkan, yeah. So at the moment we have a pullback. Let's see if we break down this Tenkan. If we break down the Tenkan, you short down the Kijun, and then from the Kijun we should go back into a run. So that's interesting. You see the lagging has a free way to go, but this Kijun monthly is going to be a massive resistance whatever happens. If you really go into a massive pullback, we should not get lower than 219, which is already a lot, because how many percent that would be? That will be from now to there. It's about, well, no, it's 11%. That can happen quite often. We are the weekend now, so it's going to be anyway ranging. But if we want to see what we could expect for next week, then we have to go back into a weekly. And like I said, you see, we are inside the cloud. So we can expect to stay inside it for a while, unless we finally close this weekly candle above the SSA. If we don't, then we are going to be inside this cloud, and this cloud is between 226 and about 254. So we are flying inside. So there is multiple opportunity to take here. You look at the lagging, we have a massive candle here that should block us to cross, but this massive candle is clearly a big dump. So it could happen that we just cross it, just going straight. 1 week, we could just cross it inside, because look also what we have under us. At the moment, we have a lot of resistance. We have a Kijun, a Tenkan, another Kijun, and the Kijun are more resistant than a Tenkan. Normally, it could be difficult to pull back here. It's going to be easier, most probably, for the lagging to just cross or to go above here. But normally, just crossing. So we will see, because we have another week to go for that. But that's what we see, and that's better to look at that than looking just at our daily, because look, the daily for our lagging, we don't have much except here, going on here. And this is exactly in about 21 days. So you see how far it is that? So better look at the weekly, at least for the lagging, and expect something to happen. And I'm sure if we had a massive dump somewhere else, we could have crossed kind of here. Yeah, you see we crossed inside. Normally we need doji candle, and we don't cross a big candle like this, but when it's massive dump, it's kind of created by the big whales, you know, the moves is not natural. And when it's not natural, then the lagging also might not act naturally and not being blocked by the massive candle, because it doesn't sit as much as resistance than if it was a normal big candle due to the normal way of the market to work. So yeah, I hope you understand what I mean. At least I understand myself. So yeah, that's it for today with all the token. I did 5 of them. Now I need to do the editing and move on something else. But you guys have fun trading, and have a nice weekend. Bye bye.